But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Last Minute Podcast. On the right, guys, Zebo G.
What's that?
And we back, episode 151 of the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas.
Yes, sir.
We missed a week and we still the most consistent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How we feeling?
Feeling good. Back to it. Back to the normal everyday life.
Back to the grind. All is well. I had a great week. Had a great weekend.
Oh, great. It's not even like a...
Yeah. Well,
it's an understatement.
We'll dive into that a little bit later in the episode. But all is well. Shout out to our sponsors, MAMACITAS Food Truck and LIBATIONS Mobile Bar. Get your tacos, get your drinks. Everything's good. Let's go over what we've been listening to this past week. So really, as far as like the phone, I've been listening to Conway the Machine, Slant Face Killer. I fuck with that.
That shit is tough.
That's hard. That's exactly what I want. And beautiful outro too.
Yeah.
Bang Part 2, Chief Keef. Been listening to Laughing So Hard It Hurts, Mavi. Listen to YNW Melly, We All Shine. Concrete Boys, It's Us Volume 1. Dark Times, Vince Staples. He just dropped a new project. And I like it. I've seen on social media, it's gotten mixed reviews, but I think it's the self-titled the album Vince Staples is my favorite project by him, and I think this is the closest to that type of vibe and type of feel. So I like it. I think it's good beat selection, no features. Well, at least name features. I think it's good pacing. It got I think 2 or 3 skits in there. I like it. I think it's a solid project.
I think it's shit hard.
Yeah, I think it's solid. Like I don't
Vince
see
Staples 3 for 3 for me.
Yes, I agree.
Past 3 albums,
Yeah,
been hit.
I agree. He hasn't been disappointing to me. So
No, I think out of the 3, Ramona Park Broke My Heart is probably still my favorite.
okay.
But of course, I've only been listening to Dark Room for 2 days. So.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I hope
was it Dark Times?
Yeah. I hope he does a small tour for that. I would definitely be there. Listen to Sexy Red's new project and Sexy We Trust. I don't think it's as good as I think it's called Hood Princess, the last one. Hood Hottest Princess. But it's cool. It's good. She got Drake on there
rapping on the BBL Drizzy beat.
Right,
crazy.
which is crazy. Got a little baby on there. I thought that was a big surprise. I like Fake Jammin' and I like Awesome Jossum the most. And she'll be straight. And besides that, been listening to a lot of local music, a lot of new locals that I got put on to regarding Carolina, a few from Florida, from the camp. So can't really.
I've been running. What's her name? Kaylin.
Yeah,
I've been running Kaylin Arnold's project all morning.
I'm gonna dive into that this week.
This shit is tough. It
For
came
real?
out in 2021.
Okay,
But
okay.
she's got some singles out too. But her project from 2021 is tough.
Bet. Okay. I'm gonna dive into that. But shout out to everybody from the camp though. But that's what I've been listening to this past week. And of course, Larry Jones. Tanner?
Yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of the same stuff. Like I said, Kaylin Arnold, Hydrate. That project is tough.
I'm around there.
Dark Times, Vince Staples. I did run Please Don't Cry, Rhapsody.
Oh, that one too. That one too.
Her
that
new
one
project is tough.
Yes.
Just a good rap album.
Right.
I Can't Wait No More, Savvy Mulatto.
Yes.
Can't hit my button, but y'all
Play
know what it is. I've been listening to Hustle in Me by Baby Money. Shit is tough. Slant Face Killer, Conway the Machine.
Yeah, that shit tough.
Still listening to Not Like Us on repeat.
Did you saw the Baby did a remix too?
I did, and he murdered it.
Yes, he did. And the music video was tough too. Shout out Gemini.
Yeah. Shout out to Baby, man.
Right. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Yeah, come on.
You Made Me a Star, 4 Bats. That's still in rotation.
Yeah, I like that project. I feel like a lot of people didn't say nothing about that. I liked it.
I did too.
Thought it was solid.
Yeah, that shit.
Especially for it to be that like to blow up that fast and that be your first project. I think he did a great job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did a great job.
What else?
Was it under OVO?
No.
Okay.
There was like talks of that, but it was dropped under his own label or whatever.
Gotcha.
What else I've been listening to? Party Next Door 4, Midnight Club, OK Surf. Rap Game, John Daly, Austin Davis.
Village Records.
Still running a few songs off It's Us Volume 1. Still running a few songs off Bryson Tiller's self-titled album. What else? Heavy by Sir, still in heavy rotation. That shit is tough.
Right.
And that's really about it. And then of course all the music we was making over the past week.
Right.
That shit been getting the
Lots of
majority of the spins.
Lots of music. But solid week from the both of us. Next week we'll give you a list of albums that are dropping in June. But yeah, man, good music. Good music's out. We're gonna run Rap News before we dive into our main topic. So Drizzy purchased a 313-acre home 2 hours south of Dallas, Texas for $15 million. It includes a 14,300 square foot home, a 7,000 bottles of wine, a shooting range, multiple basketball courts and tennis courts with the S, a staple, a riding ring, and herds of horses.
House come with horses is crazy.
That's multiple courts and tennis courts? Like more than one? Yeah. I think that's the craziest thing to me. A staple, riding ring, and horses.
Not Kendrick made him move out of LA.
Right, like
No,
what's going on? I'm just stuck on tennis courts with the S.
But nah, it seems like a lot of people are moving to Texas. A lot of famous people.
Man, I feel like after living in Cali or New York, one of those high end expensive states, I think once you go through that phase of blowing money and doing this, that, and the third, you just want somewhere to chill. You ain't trying to pay that much.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, these people with money they have to budget somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why are we living in Cali if we kind of did everything that Cali could offer, and we can go get some cheaper property out over here, and we need to go to Cali or New York. We'll just
and I ain't got to worry about nobody.
That too.
I'm on 313 acres.
Yeah, and in Cali and New York, I ain't gonna say it's easy to access you, but you're in a pool of other stars. You're in a pool of. So how about we just go get our own pool over here, and if we need to go over there, we'll just take the PJ.
Yeah,
call it.
And I feel like the comedy world is really what's driving that.
Yeah,
because a lot of the comedians and stuff are really kind of transitioning to the Austin, Texas, and all that stuff. And I think that's kind of dry. Like Joe Rogan went to Austin. A lot of the other bigger comedians are going to Austin. I think they're just showing the world like, hey, Texas is we can build a hub here and we don't need to be in LA.
Yeah, we don't need to be there. Is it cool? Yeah, but we don't need to be there. No.
Yeah, especially somebody like Drake. Like Drake's Drake.
Right.
Go wherever the fuck he want.
Yeah, Drake's Drake. If we need to go to New York for the night, we'll just take the PJ and then come right back.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
So that's that. T.I. says Kendrick and Drake should go on tour together.
I mean, that would be dope, but it's not gonna happen.
Right. Yeah, right. Hopeful dreams.
Yeah, I mean, that would be super dope. But.
Exactly. We have Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston house was raided by cops. Mom arrested over alleged failure to pay for $150K sound system and ingoing scheme. Sean goes to Instagram he puts on his story, people love negative energy. I am good and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak. Sounds like any other story.
Yeah, he did what now?
He
didn't pay for a sound system?
He didn't pay for a $150K sound system.
No, okay.
Yeah. So that's that. Let's see what we got here. Everybody unfollowing Diddy. Oh yeah, Diddy apologized on video. That's on Rap Newz.
Oh yeah, I guess we ain't got to talk about that.
Right, yeah, we didn't really get to.
So this past week, video surfaced of Diddy.
Well, one Cassie video surfaced.
That's what I was getting to say.
Oh, okay, yeah,
a video surfaced of Diddy attacking Cassie in a hotel elevator lobby, and abusing her exactly the way she described he used to.
That's wild.
Which was insane.
Yeah, that was a wild video.
And if Diddy's willing to do that type of shit in a elevator lobby where he knows there's cameras, there ain't no telling what Diddy was doing behind closed doors.
That's wild.
So I think we all on the same page where like whatever they said Diddy did, he probably did it.
Yeah, cause once you get a visual, then that instantly makes you believe it. You know,
and that visual was crazy, bro. That shit was hard to watch.
Yeah, like dang, what?
Like, he was really beating her ass.
I saw that Cassie's daughter put on Instagram was just like fuck him. Like we don't like him. We you know, it was hard to watch that. Even my mother go through that, yada yada. You know, like you can go to hell type shit. Like she was like,
yeah, nah, I feel her.
and I feel her. Yeah, like you throwing around my mama and yada yada, and yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
That was wild.
yeah, I think Diddy finished, man. You can go ahead and wrap this shit up.
Yeah. So he put up the apology video on Instagram, was just saying, you know, I was in a dark place, yada yada yada. I can't believe that
Man,
I was
fuck
really
all
doing
that.
Right? They're just
Fuck
like
all that.
It's you saying this because the visual dropped, but you weren't and haven't said anything whatsoever.
No, you only in man. That dark place shit is bullshit.
Yeah, like
I don't give a fuck how dark of a place you are, man. You
I
shouldn't
ain't
be-
throwing a woman, bro.
No, man, you should not be beating on no woman like that
No,
ever.
especially if this supposed to be your woman like that.
I don't
you know?
give a fuck what she did to you.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck what you going through. If you putting your hands on a woman like that, you a bitch.
Well said. Well said. Ghostface Killer says he speaks on the state of rap today. He says, "I don't hear niggas doing storytelling no more. There might be Nas, you might still got Slick Rick out there doing that, Raekwon, Jizza, et cetera, et cetera."
Slick Rick is crazy.
Yeah, that's who you thought of.
Who said this?
Ghostface Killer. That's who you thought of when you hear storytelling? Like, oh, Slick Rick, yeah.
What about like Vince Staples, who just dropped the entire storytelling album?
Right, Kendrick, Cole, like Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of spitters
Bro,
that
I swear to God,
tell
bro,
stories.
I'm
I'm
bro,
not
they
thinking
be-
of Slick Rick.
Bro, they be so out of touch.
Yeah, I'm not
And then they
thinking
be like,
of
I don't
Slick
hear
Rick.
this shit. Like, yeah, because you not looking for it.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of Slick Rick when I hear that. When I hear
Bruh.
storytelling.
Bruh.
That's a wild thing to say.
A lot of the hip hop OGs, and shout out to Ghostface because he is a hip hop
Oh, yeah,
legend.
yeah, facts, respect,
No disrespect
respect.
towards it, but
Respect.
they don't be doing no research, and they just be making these statements.
Right.
Like they don't be like, bro, Vince Staples has dropped 3 back-to-back amazing storytelling albums.
Great albums. Like, these are quality ass albums.
Like Kendrick just dropped a whole therapy session album.
Right.
Like, bro, what are we?
Like, what more do you want from
bro,
storytelling?
Like Mick Jenkins dropped a concept album.
Correct.
JID's been dropping concept albums. Like what do we?
That's just another rapper who's not touched with the new school.
That's what I'm saying. They like out of touch, and they like, oh, this shit's over with because I don't hear no storytelling on the
right.
radio.
Exactly.
Like, bro, what the
Like,
fuck?
Yeah, he
It's
tripping for that.
out here, bro.
It's like I get what you're saying from an old head perspective, but like it is definitely out here.
Man, I pray to God I'd never become that.
I know. Yeah, like you just out of touch.
Like just don't have any idea what's going
Like,
on.
oh, they really out here rapping still? Yeah, like rapping,
really good.
Yes, like the skill is insane. Like legit stories
Like-
you can see in your
Like,
head.
to be honest, better than y'all did.
Yes, right. Because Slick Rick is crazy.
Nah, no disrespect to Slick Rick.
No, but that's just
hip-hop
like-
legend. Ghostface, hip hop legend. Everybody he named was a legend, but it's like, bro, they don't make music no more.
Yeah, like, you know, there's definitely other cats that have taken their spot and
Yeah.
are doing a great job at it.
Yeah.
So,
Like we still get great hip hop. Like,
Yes,
Like let's
we
not
do.
say it might not be the mainstream hip hop, but if you look for it, you're gonna
oh
find
yeah,
it.
you're gonna find it for sure. Chief Keef's Almighty sold 23K. They said, but he is independent. Produced most of every track. He mixed and mastered
Oh,
every
yeah,
track.
he walking away with a bag.
Yeah, and all earnings will go to himself. So,
Shout out Chief Keef, man.
yeah, bro, that's good. I watched.
That's a good project too.
Yes, it is. I watched Moolah, who's Keef's designer and photographer or whatever. He put up a vlog of his release party, and it was cool to see. People, it wasn't flashy. It wasn't full of TMZ yada yada. It was
Yeah.
just like the homies.
It was like a real celebration.
Yeah, like they kicking it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody bring out their whips. You know, let's show the whips out. Let's smoke something, drink something, play the album. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And,
That's hard, though.
We call it a day. Yeah. So
Like I said, that's a good project.
yeah, shout out Keith, man. He's going on tour, and I'm excited to finally, knock on wood,
Knock on wood. I was about to say, don't fuck this up.
finally can see
Y'all might see Henry cry.
Chief Keef. It has been a journey to see Chief Keef. Such a simple thing. I just want to see him live. I don't care where. I don't care what.
That's why when you first texted me and said you want to go, I was like, nah. And then I started thinking, I was like, nah, I gotta go.
Bro,
first time Zebo get to see Chief Keef, I gotta go.
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, y'all. So, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much up for Rap News. Not much has really been going on that's crazy. So that's all for Rap News. So yeah, we just want to talk about basically where we've been. So we missed last week's episode, and the
because
reason,
of Zebo. No, I'll take credit. It was my fault, y'all. It was my fault.
But we missed last week's episode because we was at a songwriting camp. So Jay Stacks, who is a producer and engineer out of Charlotte.
Shout out to Stacks, man.
Yes, he actually been on here before. If you tuned in, we did an interview with him, really good. Make sure you go watch that whenever you can. But he does he throws songwriting camps. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's a lot of producers, a lot of creatives and artists. They get in one house or one building, whatever, and they just make music. Whether that is help each other write songs
constantly. Yes,
record. Photos. There's videos. There's multiple engineers, producers making beats on the spot. The whole 9 yards that you could think of when you think songwriting camp. That's what happens. This is a constant. I want to say it was 8 days. 7. Okay,
yeah.
it was a week. And me, Tanner, and PTP artist J4 and Save Mulatto, we all got to go. And man, it was a blessing. It was good. It fed my my hunger, the hunger that I needed to just be around. When it comes to me, and I'm just speaking for myself, I love being around creatives because every day, every moment, I'm just trying to think of I'm just thinking of something, an idea.
It's constant inspiration.
Yeah, just an idea, or I'm thinking of a song, I'm thinking of some melody, I'm thinking of some video that would be cool, photo. I'm just always thinking of something art related, and it was dope to just be around that for 7 days. I'm not thinking about no relationship. Nobody's thinking about no work. Nobody's thinking about no drama. Nobody's thinking of what's going on at the crib.
I wasn't thinking about shit.
Yeah, you literally just thinking.
Bro, I didn't take one picture.
I didn't either. I was going through the pictures I took of everybody. Yeah. I don't have one picture.
No, I'm saying I don't have a picture of the house.
Like on your phone? Yeah.
I don't have a picture of the house.
You was working though.
I don't have a picture where we was at.
Yeah, you was working. He was working. I was seeing I was like, let me see what picture I got. I don't have a picture of myself, but that just shows how much we was working. Like this was
working.
This was a week of literally like music. Like it was we showered, we ate some food, we chatted for a little bit, then work for the rest of the day. And take a break here and there.
It was funny though, because like I didn't think so. When you take a house full of that many people and you stick them there for 7 days and all y'all do is work together,
yeah,
it builds this like weird family chemistry. Really fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Right. By day 3, I felt like I had known everybody my whole life.
Oh yeah, like y'all the homies.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I don't have to be on with some, hey, how are you?
Yeah,
like, what's popping?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Yeah, what's up? What we doing?
A lot of good memories, man. A lot of laughs. I mean, we was just having a time, man. A lot of good music.
A lot of good music.
Really a blessing to be there, and learned a lot from a lot of talented people.
Learned a lot.
Shout out to Stacks. Shout out to everybody that was there.
Yeah.
All the producers that was there. I'm not gonna go through and name everybody that was there, but
I'm just glad y'all got to go. I remember from the last camp when I got back. First thing I told Stacks, I was like, bruh, I got about 4 or 5 people that I need here. So soon as you tell me a date, as soon as you get a date, let me know. Cause these people that I want to bring, they can hold their own. They can hold their own. I know that they were willing to work. I know they willing to, yada yada. Like they can do it.
And shout out to Jay Stacks for taking your word on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to do that.
He didn't have to.
That was solid. That was really him.
That was solid. Stacks, I appreciate you. I think
and somebody that just Man, I've never been in a house full of people that love music that much, and that
dog.
truly want to, like, truly love it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a house full of people that love music.
It was almost like y'all, like, we're crazy, but like in a musical creative way.
Yeah.
Like, this is really actually crazy. We're in a big ass mansion full of people I do not know whatsoever, and we're just making music.
Yeah.
Like,
and there was no, like, it was strictly positive vibes.
Oh,
there was no issues,
arguing, no fighting,
no egos.
No. That's the big thing. There was no egos. I feel like when you got something like that, it can be easy to be egotistic. I'm better than y'all. I done been on tour. I done been, I done worked with yada yada yada. Like,
and there was none of that.
Y'all just some little homies. I guess I'll make a song with you. Yeah. But it was really, hey, let's just make a track. Whether we release it or not, let's make some music. Let's just make music. And everybody got along. There was no issues. It was, like you said, it was positive vibes. It was a great time. The only time we really left was to get like something to eat or run up to the store.
Bro, I left that house 4 times the whole time we was there.
Yeah, it was it was great. It was good to see, and it also is a test to see how much work are you willing to put in.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Do you have 1 day in you? Do you have 2 days in you?
Or do you got the whole 7?
Yeah, or do you have the whole 7 where, yes, of course you do gotta take breaks to keep the pen sharp, but at the end of the day, can we make music for a week?
Yeah.
And it don't sound like, okay, your pen getting kind of weak, or and the engineering is kind of acting, it's getting kind of the beats, they're a little too simple. Nah, this is like heavy storytelling, good choruses. Everybody really played their part. I say all that to say, it was dope, because now, I'm inspired. I'm motivated, and it shows there are people who want this just as bad as you.
Yeah.
And that are willing to work just as hard as you. You think you're a hard worker? Of course, there's always a cliche. Somebody's always outworking you.
Yeah.
But it just shows when you go somewhere like that, you might think it's just like the typical, it's kind of like the football thing where you could be a superstar in high school, right?
Yeah.
You go to college, you still think you're this big superstar out around the city, woo. Like, actually.
Then you get to the league and you just like everybody else.
Yeah, you got to realize everybody at this college was the superstar at their high school.
Yeah.
So now, okay, well, who's the superstar at this college now?
Yeah.
Oh, we all in the same pool. Oh, well, I'm not better than you because you was a superstar over there.
Yeah.
So, I translate that to, again, it wasn't egotistic. That's the good thing. I feel like when it comes to the local, and I just don't speak for our local scene, but when it comes to local scenes, ego plays a lot of parts. And ego destroys relationships.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen. It's happened to me a lot of times where the vibes can be good, but they I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got more clout than you. I know so-and-so. You don't. You need my help. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go in with that type of mindset, bro, people can see it and people don't want to work with you. But here, it was just good energy. The records was good. The producers, and the thing I like about the producers, it wasn't like YouTube beats type of vibe.
Bro,
these are like this is what they do.
Yeah,
like this is how we eat.
Yeah, and it was like another thing was how free everybody was, right?
That too.
Like not like, I'm not talking about cost wise, but I'm talking about creatively.
Yeah, right.
Everybody was willing to work on shit that they've never worked on.
Yes.
Type shit.
Good challenges.
Yeah.
So like, I don't make R&B. Well, let me try R&B.
And that was me, right? Yeah. Like when I got there, I don't make a lot of R&B and pop.
Right.
And we was making a lot of R&B and pop.
A lot of R&B and
right?
pop.
So like I kind of had to adjust to it. And I think I did a good job adjusting to it.
Yeah.
And it was just dope because I had never been put through that kind of challenge, right? Because I work with a select group of artists that I think are dope, and there are a few R&B singers in there, but I heavily work on rap music. So
right.
It was just dope having that, just being exposed to that. And these are R&B singers that can go.
Yeah, like they like I said, they do this.
Yeah,
That's what
like,
you do.
Like they can go.
Right.
And No, it was just dope being put in that different environment and having to adjust to it. And I think it really confirmed, like, for a lot of us that if you dope, you dope. It don't matter where you at.
Yes.
Like, because a lot of people are dope in their city.
Yes.
And then they get somewhere else and they not dope no more.
Yes. It's crazy. I heard a few people say, I forgot who it was, but I heard someone say that. It was like, where y'all from? Came out, y'all. They're like, y'all the dopest people here.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's just crazy because we're such like a small town compared to New York, Charlotte, Miami, So hearing that, it's like, dang, like out of all these, and that's no disrespect to anybody. It's just like out of all these people, I don't think we dope.
Yeah, and I don't think there was anybody there that wasn't dope.
There wasn't
a single person there that's not extremely talented.
Yes. I agree.
And that goes back to Stacks and his eye for talent. I mean, he just sees it.
He has a great eye for it.
And he just knows when people are talented. And he filled up a house full of talented people and he took a chance on us.
Right.
And
because it's just it was just it was just nice to see because I know how hard like we work. Not even just on a local level. I just know how hard and how passionate we're about music. Speaking for me, Tanner, J Ford, and Savvy, and seeing all of us get thrown in this environment, everyone adapted. Everyone worked with each other. Collaboration was good. The pen was sharp. Hell, Savvy got a hit. I'll just say that Savvy has a hit that y'all will see soon.
Yeah. Shout out to Sav, man.
Shout out to
Sav and J Ford.
Yeah,
I'm proud. Like, I knew they was gonna work.
Yeah, I knew they was gonna work.
But I didn't know they was gonna work like that.
Yeah.
Them boys was working.
Because I know J Ford always talks about, he wants to songwrite, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And I knew this would be the perfect chance to see, is that something you can really do?
Yeah.
Do I think he's a good writer? Yes, of course. But could you songwrite for other people?
Yeah. And he was getting it in.
He was getting it in.
J Ford's pen was working.
Yes, I saw him all the sessions. I saw him helping XYZ, his own songs. He was working. Savvy stayed sharp. A lot of people thought he was like one of like the highlights. Like, he's dope. We had this one highlight. And you follow. Make sure you follow our Instagram pages. But there was this one highlight where we was.
Let me just say, Savvy shut the fucking house down one night.
Yeah. Long story short, this from my perspective. I'm sitting there cooling. I'm planning to go ahead, dress down. Like, I'm planning to go to bed low key. Like, I'm kind of.
Yeah, it was like what, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was 3 in the morning, exact. And I'm kind of going to go ahead. I'm just going up there to get my stuff. I knew they were recording, so I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. And I was talking to somebody. I just heard a bunch of hey, and I heard this beat. I was like, man, what they got going on up there? So,
and then the studio was flooded.
Yeah, I go up the stairs. Man, long story short, the studio had
15 people in it.
And when I say studio, I mean bedroom.
Yo,
this is just a bedroom.
I should have. I don't know what. I didn't take a picture of my setup. I know you got videos of it.
Yeah.
But my setup was fucked up.
Yes. The setup was smaller than this desk.
And it was my fault. I'm definitely buying a bigger folding table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But when I say y'all, I mean, I'm talking. There's 3 bunk. There's bunk beds. There's another solo bed. There's his desk. Like, there's not like that much room exactly. But boy, when I say there was about like, I'm gonna say 12 to 15 people in this one room, jumping up and down, like going crazy to the point I looked at Tanner in the eyes. I said, Tanner, I'm about to crowd surf. I just want y'all to paint this image. I ain't gonna show no video. I want y'all to go see on our Instagram. Make sure you follow us. But I'm talking about, just imagine your bedroom right now, or your child's like childhood bedroom
with 15
full
people
of 15 grown ass motherfuckers jumping up and down to think of the most like hype song that you love when you heard it for the first time, like going stupid. Look Tanner in the eyes, Tanner, I'm about to crowd surf. Tanner's like, nah, you tripping? I'm gonna crowd surf. Go up the bunk bed.
My first, and when he got on the bunk bed, I said, all right, I guess I gotta catch it.
I'm about to crowd surf, bro. I jumped in the crowd.
So I just grabbed Zebo and I threw him to the people. So, y'all better catch.
I'll tell y'all, I'm about to crowd surf, bro. And that was like, That was the craziest moment, bro. There's a
Man,
bunch
that
of
shit was so
iPhone
fun.
lights going crazy,
That
Savvy
shit was
going
so
crazy.
fun.
Like, bro, when
And
I
then we
just
went
say,
downstairs, shot the reel
yeah,
in the kitchen.
Yeah, so we in the room, everybody's still hype. And I think it was either Stacks or I think it was a combination of several people. But it was like, we should record this. I'm like, we can record like a visual in my head instantly. I knew I needed iPhone lights, I needed my strobe light, and I need some type of Soul Train line. I said, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Go up and get my light. All right, y'all, this is what we about to do. Yada, yada. We set it up. Man, that reel went stupid up. Still going stupid on Instagram, bro. Everybody's excited for the record. I'm excited for everybody to peep the record. You'll know when it drops.
Oh, don't worry.
You'll
know.
Yeah, you'll know. So make sure you follow our pages on Instagram and make sure you follow Zebo TV and all that. But that was a highlight. We shot a video for that record. Very dope. We had a dope artist that go by Goldie Lux. She went
shout out to Goldie.
Yeah,
She's
shout out
tough
Goldie.
too. Oh my god.
She signed with South Coast Music Group.
So hard.
Very talented artists on there. That's home of Tia Kareem, The Baby, Goldie, and a few other artists.
Shout out to Arnold.
Black
He
Zach.
pulled up for the day.
Yeah, so shout out to Arnold. So if you don't know Arnold Taylor, he's the owner of South Coast Music Group. Again, that's home of Tia Kareem, The Baby, Black Zach, a few other
Dusty
people.
Stay True.
Yeah. Goldie Lux I just mentioned. And he pulled up, dropped some wisdom for us.
Man, gave a lot of game in a short amount of time.
Gave a lot of game. I'm sure Stacks will put it on YouTube, but he gave a lot of game, honestly, like a lot of in and outs that I knew, but on a deeper level.
And just a lot of honesty.
Yes.
Like
a lot of honesty.
Like, I really like, hey man, this shit not for everybody.
Yeah, and that's fine. But it's not.
And he really touched on my favorite part of his like, I don't know if you call that a seminar, but my favorite part of him talking to us was when he said like, there's a lot of like, this shit ain't all up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you take a lot of losses in this shit.
A lot.
And he was talking about, like losing relationships, losing friends, losing people. Like when you on this grind, you got to be willing that this shit come first.
Yeah.
This shit before everything.
Yes.
And I preach that too to a lot of artists where like, man, y'all distracted. Like, y'all worried about other shit when this the only shit that matter.
Yes.
Outside of your immediate family, this the only shit that matter.
Yeah, this needs to be your second love.
Yeah.
like in love.
And
with it.
nah, man, it was just dope because like, I mean, you know how I work when I'm at home. All I do is make music.
Oh yeah, right.
If I'm not at my regular job, this is what I do. So it was perfect to just have 7 days to do what I do anyway.
I was I was talking to a few artists, and I was speaking for most of me and you. I'm like, man, if Tanner ain't at work and he ain't sleep, he recording or mix and mastering, something in that type of state. And I'm like, this is what I do, so I don't really have a choice to do. I take my time to do, skateboard, ride my bike, go snowboard, yada yada. But most of the time, I'm either trying to cook up some type of idea, editing, or I'm shooting, and like that is what I do.
Yeah,
like,
and I told a few people that I'm like, bro, I don't have no hobbies, bro.
Yeah,
like, I don't do nothing.
Right, like this is
like this is what I do.
This is what we do, and I knew when I signed up for this type of lifestyle. Look, one, you have to be so serious about this, bro. Like, because again, remember, there's another shooter out there that's way better than me. Way better than me. Way better than me.
Working.
But they're not outworking me. And one thing that I take is so important that a lot of people don't, and it's not just for cameraman, just for anything, relationships and the impact of people.
Yeah.
That person, yes, way better equipment, better edits, whole nine, right? Who do they know, or who do they have access to, and what type of impact? If I go ask little homie down the street, yo, what type of person is this? What type of person are they? What are they going to say about you? What can they say about you?
Yeah.
You're cool. Are they going to say you're cool? You're dope. You look out for the people. Or are they going to say, nah, he's selective. Nah, he a dick. Nah, we don't really fuck with him around here. Nah, he Hollywood. So I always just take that very serious. I want the impact to be strong, out of strong, positive. I want it to be, who's Zebo G? I want it to be positive things. I don't want, yada, 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 yada. But I say all that to say, we work around here. We work around here. And again, I think that the camps are a test. I look at those as a test. Even for me, I was the only cameraman for this thing. Now, was it challenging? It was challenging as hell. Cause I'm having to shoot all day.
Zebo was all over the crib.
Yes, I gotta shoot all day. There was some times where I missed dope ass moments because I was shooting over there. I can't shoot everything, but the challenge is, and I had that same challenge on tour. It almost felt like the same tour challenge. Can you capture that moment? Can you capture the moment? Can I feel like I was there too?
Yeah.
Like, can I feel like, damn, I missed out?
Yeah.
Like, damn. I think that's one of the best things. That's one of the best things that I like. I take very serious. Just can you make something, whether it's photo, whether it's video, recap, whatever, that makes people feel like, damn, I missed out.
And I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Because all I'm gonna say is if you didn't make it to this camp, bruh, and you have an opportunity to be at the next one, don't fuck it up again,
bruh. That's what I said about the last one. I said
you better go.
And I even invited a couple people who I still think this would be great for, and I still think is capable of doing that work for a straight week. But whether it was financial, I can't speak for nobody's finances.
Yeah, which is understandable.
100%. Because
if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Yeah, correct. And especially to spend on something like this, I understand it. But if it's just off the fact of,
but
I'm straight.
Like,
man, y'all missed out, boy. Y'all missed out. I knew on the last one I said Tanner, Savvy, and Jordan, they need to be at this one. They need to be at the next one. So Stacks, let me know. Yeah. They need to be here. This is healthy. It's healthy. It's good for the brain. It's good to, first of all, just be away from here. It's great to be away from here and we still working on the shit that we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the same shit we still doing here, we got to do it somewhere else with a bunch of different dope, great creatives, a bunch of different easy access to producers, different engineers, a whole different state. It was just,
man, it was just dope to be around people that think about it the same way we do.
Yeah, that we just want to make music, and
I don't want to do nothing else.
Yeah, I just want to make music.
Like this is all I'm worried about.
Everything else, let me.
Didn't
just
nobody
make
say
music.
nothing about let's go to the club.
Yeah,
nah, bro, we working.
Nah, the only thing that I heard was let's go to the beach, and that was to film something.
Yeah,
so it still worked.
Yeah,
they just want to go to the beach to film something. We ain't on no. This one night we should all go to the club, or we should all go get some steak, and we should all go to dinner. Man, hell no, nigga, my session at 10 o'clock. I'll see you there.
Yeah, and I gotta give a shout out to the engineers that were there. Cause
y'all worked.
Man, they taught me so much.
Y'all worked.
As somebody that's all self-taught and has only been doing this for 3 years.
Damn, that's like 3 years.
Yeah, but when you're all self-taught, and I've never been around a lot of engineers, right? Because
that is true.
I've never been around other engineers. I've never been around.
I feel like here, like you and Doe is like the main two. I would say
in this area,
in this area,
sure.
yeah. I think.
And then of course there's a lot. There's some dope people in Charlotte too that are super dope. But in terms of this area,
yeah. I think it's you and Doe.
And it was just dope being around people that have been doing it a lot longer and the people that had a lot more experience,
especially in other genres.
And them, like, they taught me so much so fast, and it wasn't even by them. It wasn't even by them like telling me nothing. It was just by me. Like, I would sit in Stack sessions and watch him record. I would walk in to Brandon's room and see. Shout out to Brandon. Right. And I'd walk into Brandon's room and see what he was doing. And then shout out to Hector, man. He pulled up and really gave me a lot of game in a short conversation. And just it was just dope being around people that are dope and that were able to teach me something.
Yes.
And that was my whole goal. I was like, I want to make a lot of music. And I want to learn something
some
from these people that are in my mind not a lot better, but better than me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've never had no problem because when I know somebody's like, bro, I could hear it when I walked in. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, they
know what they doing.
they know what they're doing,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of experience doing it, and they were able to teach me a lot, even if they taught me by accident.
Right.
It was just like, even us doing our hour challenges and coming down and listening to everybody's mix.
Yep.
I could hear what I did wrong.
Right.
Like, and I was like, okay, yeah, I need to.
It's good to be a student. You got to be a student.
Yeah, and it was just cool to learn.
You got to be a student.
Because I've never had the opportunity of being around engineers that know what they're doing.
That is very true. Because again, like around here, it's just you and one other. Like, you know, so you only know like what you doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I've only the only shit I've ever learned from was reading books.
Yeah.
And watching,
well, like YouTube,
and watching like not even really a lot of YouTube, just reading books and watching other engineers in the industry engineer on like Mixed by Ali does his Twitch streams and stuff.
Yeah,
and I learned a lot from watching him. But this was the first time I was able to be around other engineers and hear how they mix their music,
right? Like
and these
live,
and these are engineers that have records, have placements, and stuff like that. So it was dope.
Correct.
Yeah, man, I got everything out of it I wanted to, and I'll definitely be the next one.
Yeah, for sure. I got a lot of phone numbers. I got a lot of I got a few visuals that I did out there. I got a lot of feature visuals I'll be doing with these artists, and I can't think of a complaint. There ain't the only complaint I got is that it wasn't even longer.
Yeah,
that's a great complaint.
My only complaint is I couldn't find my charger for 3 days, but it showed up when we were leaving.
Yeah, right.
It showed up when we was packing.
It was gonna be there. It had to find home.
I walked out the room. It was sitting on that little. It was sitting on the banister. I was like, I don't know who had it, but I appreciate you
returned it. Everybody was using everybody's chargers. Everybody used everybody's cables. Everybody.
But it was dope because nobody was tripping.
Nobody was tripping. Like, where the fuck my charger? Nah, everybody stopped. Where my, it's just. Here's the charge I'll use it.
Yeah, it was everybody had one goal, man. It was let's make as much dope music as possible in this week.
And let's have fun.
And let's have fun.
And
I think my favorite thing outside all the great music was made was the relationships with people. Like,
These are homies. These are homies.
Yeah, like there's people, most of the people in that house I'll probably never stop talking to.
Oh yeah, for sure. I text a few now.
Yeah, and if I see you out in public and you don't say nothing, I'm be mad at you.
Oh yeah, like so we didn't make music for a week straight together. Got you. Okay, got it. I see how you move.
Shout out to everybody that was there, man. Great people, great music.
Facts.
Shout out to Jay Stacks, man.
Shout out Jay Stacks.
That man's a genius.
Make sure y'all go watch our interview, man, that we did with him last year.
Yeah.
A lot of game, a lot of stories, XYZ.
Yeah, and that man, I know the putting on that kind of event had to be stressful for him, and he handled it. Better than anybody could have asked.
Yes, there was no like crazy moment where it's just like stress. A few things. Hey, just make sure you do this. But aside from that,
yeah, so
it was good. Everything was organized.
Organized.
It wasn't just a hot mess of.
No, we knew what the goal was.
Yes,
everybody knew what the goal was.
The workshops was good. Doing the hour challenge, that was good.
That shit was stressful as hell.
Oh yeah, for sure. Doing all that, and again, we had fun. That there was a pool. We had the game on. There was moments where everybody,
eating dinner together.
Yeah, everybody eating dinner. We'll all just take breaks, go outside and chat. But no matter what, I don't think there was not ever a moment where somebody wasn't recording.
Yeah.
Whether that was just one person, one engineer, or somebody cooking a beat, somebody writing. It was never just like nobody's doing nothing like music related.
Yeah. My favorite part of the day for every day was outside of, actually making the music was those when everybody was in the kitchen at 4 a.m. just like recapping the day.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Everybody's in the kitchen at 4 or 5 a.m. Everybody's laughing, joking. It's like time didn't exist down there.
Oh, dude. I forgot what night it was, but it was 6:30. The last time I stayed up till 6:30, I think maybe when I was
me and Hines was in there recording.
Yeah.
It was like 7 in the morning.
Like, I think maybe when like Modern Warfare 2 came out in high school or something. Yeah. Like, it was definitely like high school or something. I think one night on tour when we went to the party in the hills. Yeah, we started about 6. And I think that was the last time we really started till 6. But I say all that to say, man, that just shows like it didn't really matter what time. If there's an engineer ready to work and they ready, the artist ready.
When I tell you time did not exist.
Yeah, let's do it.
What time is it? Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? Are you ready? Or what?
And I really like shout out to the people shout out to you, shout out to Savvy, shout out to Ford that was in the room.
That one session with K.
Y'all was trying to sleep and we was making music till like 7:30 in the morning.
I was like, yo.
But the record that we got out, shout out to Kayla V, man.
Yeah. And nobody was like being a dick where it was like, all right, Tim, like you gotta put that up. Just
nah, bro.
If you gonna get out, respectfully,
exactly.
Just like,
and
go sleep on the couch.
I think I did.
Yeah. It's just like, you know what? I ain't about to be the party people, so I'm just gonna sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. Y'all do what y'all need to do.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah,
it
was good, and it was good to see a bunch of people just work together. Not even just off of music, just if somebody needs some private time, they go do that. If somebody wants a video shot, let's do that. Let's find a time. We kept communication high in the group chat. Everything was like it was. There was no complaint. Like
shout out to Chef J Stacks and Chef Quez.
Yeah, shout out Quez, man.
Because the boys was working.
Yeah, that boy was working. Breakfast, the food was good, the vibes was good. To conclude, songwriting camps are worth it. Songwriting camps are healthy for the hungry creative kid in you. Man, you just got a belly full. Like,
man, I'm telling you.
You just got a belly full.
I'm telling you.
And it's a good hat off to like, wow, so people live lives. Like this could be a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, once you get to like where you really want to be or whatever, I can do this like full time. This will be work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to go clock in. This is what that is. You know what I'm saying?
And it was dope. Because like that's what I do on the weekends.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right? I'm up till 5, 6 in the morning on weekends making music. Every weekend.
Right.
And all this was an excuse to do it for a whole week.
Yes.
Now my sleep schedule is fucked.
Oh yeah. Everybody's sleep schedule is jacked up right now.
But nah, man, it was dope. I'm excited for the next one.
Oh yeah. The next one, man.
I'll go to every one.
Yeah, I don't expect nothing but bigger, better, more opportunities. Just like, hey, just give me a date. I'll make sure I'm good. I'm free.
Give me a date and a location.
Yes, give me a date and location, and I will be there.
Yeah,
for sure.
You ain't got to worry about that.
No, like I'm there for sure. But yeah, man, that's all for this episode. Now we just want to give a review of just where we was and how a songwriting camp is. Any artists out there or anyone that know about songwriting camps, not even just this one, but wants to go to one, really just check into it, see how it is. But I recommend you to go.
Yeah,
I recommend you to go. It's worth everything that you could think, and everything that you think. Did it go how you think it will go?
It went better than I could have ever imagined.
Okay,
I knew it was gonna go good, just because I know I'm willing to put the work in. Yeah. I knew everybody we was going with was willing to put the work in.
Right.
So I wasn't worried about it going good, but it went better than I could have ever expected.
Excuse me, and that's a great answer.
Yeah, and shout out to Jay Stacks, man.
Yeah.
I can't praise that. I can't praise Jay Stacks enough.
Yeah, you threw another great one. Again, you inspired a lot of us. You motivated a lot of us. So now we just gotta apply it to we back home. So let's keep that. Let's keep that ball going. Let's not slow it down. Let's just keep that ball going. Definitely made me more hungry. And again, like I said, I can't wait for y'all to see the visuals that we did. Especially one with Savvy. I was looking at the footage. It's one of them. This is definitely one of them. But that's all I got. All my heart's clear.
I think I'm good.
Make sure you follow Tanner at Pay to Play Records. Make sure you follow me at Zebo.g. Make sure you follow Zebo page, Zebo NC, and the podcast page, The Last Man Podcast. Make sure you tune in to Zebo's Boombox where you can find your next favorite NC artist on Spotify and Apple Music. We will have June updated next week for y'all. Shout out to our sponsors, MAMACITAS Food Truck and Libations Mobile Bar. Make sure you get your tacos, get your drinks. Support your locals. And of course, wherever you are, make sure you support your local music scene. Make sure you're sharing their albums. Make sure you run their music video streams. And just show love because this is not an easy industry and we can all use the support. Last words?
Shout out Jay Stacks.
I know that's right.
What's the other? You. Come here.
You. Come
2
here.
minutes.
2 minutes. Bro, I can still picture that in my head. I was
Shout
like,
out to Hollis, man.
I said 2 minutes.
Man, y'all funny as hell.
And why right now?
Bro, when I woke up the next day, I was like, I missed these motherfuckers already, bro.
That jump was crazy.
Bro, that shit
but nah,
was
for
funny
real,
as
I
hell.
woke up, I was like,
Damn,
I can't
the
hear.
homies ain't here.
I can't hear. I know that's right. She a fool, boy. But
Shout out to everybody that was there, man. Y'all dope.
Facts. We out.
We out.
But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Oh, Zebo TV, North Carolina. Yeah.